We've all dreamt of creating something grand. I mean, who hasn't? When we begin to start, it seems amazing. Often not the world or worlds you've created are fresh and new and full of life, but very easily that could become convoluted and disorienting and just kind of leaves you feeling lost and hopeless. But sometimes, if you push yourself enough, and maybe with a little stroke of luck, you'll push through the art block and see this confusing, convoluted world you've made, and you'll lose yourself in it, in a world that's both meaningful and meaningless in essence, one that you'll reuse the characters in, and the setting will stay the same each and every time. But going through your equally disorienting life, you'll find an odd appreciation and inspiration, one that'll aid you wrap up your story and maybe show you a bigger appreciation and picture of what you're going for. But that doesn't matter. You know why? Hello Charlotte in its core isn't all just like mad cats and murderous teddy bears. It's really just an angsty, traumatized kid using his love for writing as an outlet for everything that's happened to him. And a lot has happened to this poor kid. From his inspiration and one of his only friends kinda going on vacation and a more than a hard breakup, it's easy to understand why these worlds he's placed these people in are how they are, you know? And if you don't understand what I'm talking about, because this video kind of assumes you know the lore, please go check out this guy. He makes an amazing retrospective on the game, and it's just, I watched it while I was going to sleep. Really good. Go watch it. But if you don't have time, if you have an hour to kill, because this is about an hour, I'll sum it up real quickly. This little guy right here, him, he made all that. He made that. Which is honestly really sad, because as I play through the games again, knowing more about what's actually going on lore-wise, you see things that are more of like wants and things that Charles yearns for, or like what he wanted growing up. And not to say your alien roommates aren't the best, sometimes, but the cute, lively family dynamic Charlotte has is a thing Charles probably has always wanted, with his mom being downright abusive and neglectful of him, and you know that's shown briefly in Heaven's Gate, and one of his only friends meeting the same fate he did in the true realm constantly over again, and just like projecting the fake plastic personality which he had like labeled Henri, or you know, their play pretend relationship to be. I don't think it's a stretch to say, up until the third game, these just like silly little games we've been playing, it's just been Charles coping the best way he can. But in the third game, all of that abruptly comes to an end. Okay, so just in case anybody's getting confused, let me explain something. So far this video has been a mix of canon and headcanon, because it's not specifically told that he makes these to cope, but it's told and shown that the worlds we play in and interact with are worlds that he makes. So just keep that in mind. And I'm not like a lore expert by any means, and for the most part, like all part basically, I'm just rambling. But in Hello Charlotte 3, Childhood's End is kinda just that. Everything that Charles has went through has processed, and he's ready to show and tell his story throughout his other story. Sorry, this game is like meta as fuck. But as he relives and shows his story, he exposes himself, allowing him to heal and put his characters and his past behind him. As his childhood ends, he's able to let his puppets go, but not without giving his dear puppeteers a gift goodbye.